I'm Brittany Johnson, and this is Looking Back, where we look back at what happened in East Idaho this week in history. How would you like to wake up one morning and find all the tires on your car gone? Well, this happened to someone in 1942. Their car was parked near a cabin in Island Park, and a witness saw this entire thing go down. She saw the tires being removed around 1 a.m., but she thought someone was just having issues with their tires and was trying to fix it. She didn't realize that it was actually thieves that were trying to steal the tires. The Rigby Star ended up warning people to watch their cars closely because of this incident. Newspapers.com, who makes this show possible, they have a story from 1958 involving a 43-year-old California man and an 18-year-old North Carolina man. They were staying at a Burley hotel when an argument broke out, and it's not clear what the argument was over, but the 43-year-old allegedly pulled out a knife and threatened this teenager with it. Well, he ended up dropping the knife. The teenager picked it up and stabbed the older man in the stomach. Now, a crazy part to this story is then the teenager goes down to the police station, reports the incident, basically turns himself in. He's placed in custody, and officers end up going to the hotel, finding the injured man, and they took him to the hospital. Once he was released, he was also put in jail. Both were charged with disturbing the peace, pending further investigation. Now, jumping ahead to 1976, 5 people died in 2 separate plane crashes near American Falls and Moreland, and this was all on the same day. The first plane crash that happened, it involved the pilot's brother, his wife, and their son. They were traveling from Emmett to Preston for their father's funeral. The pilot landed the plane in a field to fix a mechanical problem. Well, he apparently got it fixed, but it was during takeoff that the pilot failed to clear the high voltage power lines. The tail and the landing gear hit a hot wire. The plane burst into a ball of flames, and it crashed to the ground. Now, this is actually a picture of the actual wreckage, the aftermath. American Falls Airport manager Richard Gregerson, he's in the picture collecting pieces of the plane as part of the FAA investigation. Now, the second plane that crashed shortly after, it involved a pilot and 3 passengers. The passengers included a Blackfoot farmer. He was the only one killed in this crash, his brother, and then a Blackfoot real estate agent. Now, they were flying to Blackfoot when the plane suddenly had engine issues. It fell to the ground and landed in a ditch. A very, very sad story. That's it for this week's Looking Back, made possible by newspapers.com. We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching.